Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you have a child in grade 3 or you're a teacher or parent wanting to understand the EQAO grade 3 math assessment, this episode is for you. Today we'll break down everything you need to know about the test, what it covers, how it's structured, why it matters, and most importantly, how to help kids feel confident and ready to succeed. So whether you're sitting at the kitchen table with your child or looking for strategies as an educator, grab a notebook or just listen in. Let's get started. What is the EQAO Grade 3 Math Assessment? First, let's talk about what EQAO stands for, Education Quality and Accountability Office. It's an organization in Ontario that checks how students are doing in reading, writing, and math at certain key points in their schooling. For grade 3 students, the EQAO assessment is their first province-wide test. Every spring, grade 3 students across Ontario take part in the EQAO assessment. It isn't about passing or failing. Think of it as a checkup for math skills. The goal is to see how well students are learning key concepts and where they might need a little extra help as they move forward in elementary school. Why is this test important? EQAO results help teachers and schools understand what's working and what could use improvement in their math programs. Parents get feedback on their child's progress, and the province uses the results to make sure all students are learning the essential skills they'll need in the future. It's important to know EQAO scores do not go on your child's report card. They are simply another tool to support learning and improvement. How is the EQAO Grade 3 math test structured? Let's look at how the test is set up. The assessment is now fully online and is typically given over 2 or 3 days. There are 2 main math sessions and each takes about an hour. The test includes 3 main types of questions. Multiple choice questions. Students select the best answer from 4 options. Short answer. Questions. Students write a number, draw a picture, or explain their thinking in a sentence or 2. Extended response. Questions. Students solve a problem, show all their steps, and write a short explanation. All questions are based on the Ontario Grade 3 math curriculum. What math topics are covered? Here's a breakdown of the key areas the EQAO Grade 3 math assessment covers. 1. Number sense and operations counting, comparing and ordering numbers up to 1,000, addition, subtraction, and some simple multiplication and division, understanding place value, ones, tens, hundreds. 2. Patterning and algebra, recognizing and continuing patterns, creating patterns with shapes, numbers, or pictures. Simple equations and finding missing numbers. 3. Measurement, measuring length, width, and height using centimeters and meters, telling time to the nearest 5 minutes, using calendars, working with money, identifying coins, making change. 4. Geometry and spatial sense, identifying and describing 2D shapes and 3D figures. Understanding symmetry, describing location and movement, left, right, above, below. 5. Data management and probability, reading and creating bar graphs, pictographs, and charts, sorting and classifying objects, talking about likelihood, possible, impossible, certain. How is the test marked? Each question is scored for accuracy. For short answer and extended response, students can earn extra points by showing their work and explaining their thinking, not just giving the final answer. Results are reported in 4 levels. Level 1. Below provincial standard. Level 2, approaching the standard. Level 3, meets the standard, the target for most students. Level 4, exceeds the standard. The most important thing is progress, using the results to keep learning and growing. Strategies and tips for students. Let's talk about what kids and families can do to feel ready for the EQAO. 1. Practice the basics. Make sure your child is comfortable with addition, subtraction, and basic multiplication facts. Play math games at home, practice mental math, and talk about numbers in everyday life. 2. Read questions. Carefully encourage your child to read each question slowly and look for keywords. Sometimes underlining or circling important information helps. 3. Show your work. Teach your child to write down their steps, draw pictures, or use number lines. Even if the final answer is wrong, showing their thinking can earn valuable marks. 4. Use tools provided. Kids will have access to virtual manipulatives, an on-screen calculator for certain questions, and sometimes a formula sheet. Practice using these tools before test day. 5. Don't stress about perfection. It's normal to get stuck or not know every answer. Remind your child to try every question, make their best guess, and move on. There's no penalty for guessing. 6. Manage time. If they're stuck, encourage them to skip and return later. Practicing with a timer at home can help with pacing. 7. Practice explaining math. Ask your child to explain their thinking out loud. How did you get that answer? Or can you show me your steps? Builds confidence for the written parts of the test. Tips for parents and teachers. Stay positive. Keep the mood light. EQAO is a snapshot, not a final judgment. Encourage practice. Use school resources, workbooks, or free online EQAO samples. Build good routines. Make sure kids get enough sleep, eat a healthy breakfast, and come to school relaxed on test days. Talk about math. Find math in real life. Measuring while cooking, telling time, counting change, or finding patterns on a walk. Celebrate effort. Praise your child for trying their best, not just for getting answers right. Hey, before we jump back in, I want to quickly share a resource that can really help if you're getting ready for the EQAO Grade 3 math test. If you want your child to feel confident and well prepared, definitely check out the EQAO Grade 3 Math Test Prep by Mirvoxid Press. This book is packed with kid-friendly practice questions, clear explanations, and step-by-step solutions, so students can work through tricky concepts and parents can easily help out at home. It covers all the major topics: number sense, problem solving, geometry, data management, and more. What I love most is that it includes tips for showing your work and explaining your thinking, just like the EQAO markers are looking for. Whether you're starting early or doing some last-minute review, this guide makes studying less stressful and a lot more effective. So if you want to help your child walk into the EQAO feeling ready and positive, take a look at EQAO Grade 3 Math Test Prep by Mirvoxid Press. You'll find a link in the description below. Alright, let's get back to more tips. What if my child finds it hard? That's completely normal. Every student has strengths and areas to improve. Use the results to spot where your child might need extra support and talk to your child's teacher for ideas or resources. Remember, the goal is growth, not perfection. Final words and motivation. To sum up, the EQAO Grade 3. Math assessment is just one step in your child's learning journey. It's a chance to show what they know, get used to test taking, and identify areas for growth. With a bit of practice, a positive attitude, and support from home and school, kids can walk into the test feeling confident and ready. And remember, every bit of progress is something to celebrate. If you found this episode helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with other families or teachers. Drop your questions or tips in the comments. I love hearing from you. Good luck to all the Grade 3 students out there. You've got this.